Hello, everyone, and welcome to the explanation for Tyndall's brilliant bird hunt. So, as you know, we're doing a bit of welfare bingo at the moment, and it's really important for everyone to be spending some time away from the screen and even more getting some time outdoors, especially when we have time and the weather's nice enough to. So, to make sure everybody gets to go outside and gets to do something really interesting on their daily walk, I have created a list of birds for you to spot. Now, these are all birds that are relatively common in Birmingham. So, if you take a walk to somewhere like Cannon Hill Park, you should be able to find most of them. One of the birds on the list is an extra special bird, which not very many people see too often, but we are fortunate enough to have one living in Cannon Hill Park. So, you might be able to spot it, which would be amazing. So, what we're going to do, I'm just going to quickly talk you through the different birds and where you might spot them. And then what I will do is I will put this picture on the screen so you can take a screenshot on your phone or you can make your own list. So you could take a tally of the different birds that you see and see how many you can check off. So we're going to start with our first bird, which is this bird here, which is a wood pigeon. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen these around already. They exist a lot in Birmingham, especially in city places. You're most likely to spot one of these either in your own back garden, maybe your front garden, or even in parks. You'll usually see them around bits of food on the floor where they're trying to pick it up and get a midday snack. The next bird that you're going to look for is a gull. Now, you might know these birds as seagulls, but because these birds are not near the sea, they are just gulls. They are a type of bird that exists all over the country, not just by the sea, but because they're most common at the seaside, people have nicknamed them the seagull, which is how they got their name. You're most likely to see birds like this in Birmingham or Balsall Heath, just walking around on the pavement. Again, you're probably going to see them near some food, trying to steal a midday snack for themselves. So keep your eyes peeled. The next bird we've got is a blackbird. Now, this bird is much smaller than the other birds that we've seen so far. So you're going to have to look really closely to spot this one. You're most likely to spot this one either flying around or up in a tree. So make sure you're looking up nice and high in all of those branches to see if you can spot it. Your best chance to see one of these is either by looking in your own back garden or again in the park. Going to your park might be your best bet because there'll be plenty of trees for you to look up at there. And you can even listen to see if you can hear them making their songs. And if you listen to them, you might be able to spot them even faster. The next bird you're going to spot is a mallard duck. Now, this is a type of duck that you see very often in duck ponds around in different places of the country. These are the ones you're probably going to most likely see in England. The one you see with a green head, that's a boy mallard duck. And the one that you see that's brown with lots of black flakes all over her, that is a female duck. So see if you can spot both of them in your pond. Now, the next one is the super special bird, which not very many people get to see that often, but we sometimes get to see in Cannon Hill Park, and that is a grey heron. This lovely bird here, which has long legs, a long neck, and a really long beak. You'll probably see this around the pond in the park. Definitely likes to be near the water, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled while you're walking around the lake in Cannon Hill Park. If you spot that one, extra points for you because that is not a common bird. And our final bird that we're going to spot is a blue tit. So again, is really small, one of the smaller birds that we're spotting today, especially a lot smaller compared to the heron. And you're most likely going to find this in your gardens and parks. It'll fly around really quickly, so you're going to need to watch really carefully to make sure that you can spot them. So let's just recap these different birds that you're going to spot and see if you can make a list. So, the first bird that you're going to spot is a wood pigeon. The next bird you're going to spot is a gull, and then a blackbird, then a mallard duck, a grey heron, and a blue tit. So that's 6 birds for you to spot while you're out on your daily walk today. If you get all of them, really well done to you. And I look forward to hearing about all of the different birds that you spot. If you get any extra, make sure you make a note on your piece of paper that you're using to note these down on. I hope you all have a wonderful time out and about looking at these birds. If you need to remember what they look like, you can come back to any point in this video and either screenshot or pause to help you. Have a wonderful day, and I hope it gives you some lovely time away from the screen.